Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Steele. I hope you haven't forgotten my name, so I had to say it just to be sure. Today is October 5th. It's Monday, October 5th, and we are going to be working on phonics. And for today, you need these pages. This page for phonics. This page. Sorry, trying to get ready here. This page. And then the page that has the fox story. Let me get it out of I should have had it ready. This page. Okay, so 4 pages for today talking about short O. Short O makes what sound? Ah. Short O makes ah. I'm going to write this down. We're talking about short O. Makes an ah sound. Like j, a, b. Job. Like t, hot. Like slop. There's an L blend like we talked about last week. Slop is something, we could say something sloppy, but slop is what pigs eat. Slop. Or we could do op, hop, or og, hog. Okay, we're going to just go ahead and get right onto our papers because that's why we have the work, so that we could be working through it and learning how to read those short O words. Okay, I'm going to scoot you over to the smartboard. This is the first page that we're going to work on, this page. Okay, so get out this page. It says 165 on the bottom. Okay, looks like this. This is the page where we're going to practice saying the words, saying each sound, and then blend it together. Okay, they did the first one for us, but let's go ahead. We have t, a, p, top. So I want you to do it exactly the way I'm doing it. We're going to sound out each sound and then say it together. Blend it together. T, a, p, top. If you wanted to trace over to the top, to the spinning top. Okay, number 2, r, a, d, rod. R, a, d, rod. I hope you're saying it with me. And that's going to go to the fishing rod. R, a, d, rod. The next one, number 3, p, a, t, pot. P, a, t, pot. Draw a line to the pot. Number 4, b, ox. B, ox, box. Draw a line to the box. And the last one, d, ot. Scoot that down. D, ot, dot. Goes to the dot. So let's say these words: top, rod, pot, box, dot. They all have short O in them. Okay, let's look at our next page. Not that one. Once I get them up here, it's hard to see. Okay, this is the one. We have been doing pages kind of like this. This one is a little bit different because we're not going to be coloring in the squares. We're just going to be circling the words with crayon. So I want you to get out whatever color you want. I am going to do blue first. And I can see it's kind of hard to see this. There's like a reflection on here. But this is ox. Ox. O-X. You're looking for words that end in ox. So you can pause it and go ahead while I do it really quick. And then we'll talk about it in just a second. So you're looking for ox words. You're circling the words with that color for words that end in ox. Not very many words, are there? We have, say these words, ox, box, and ox, fox. Box, fox. Ox actually is a word too, isn't it? It's an animal, ox. Okay, choose another color. I'm going to choose green, but you can choose whatever you want. And the next one is ock. Remember, CK just makes a one sound, just the k sound. So we're looking for words that end in ock. Pause while you look through those. I'm just going to do them kind of quickly. So a lot more ock words than there were ox words. So let's read these words. Sock, sock, there's an L blend like last week. Block, block, rock. Here's another L blend. Flock, flock, a group of birds, a flock. Talk, like the tick-tock, tick-tock. And then the last one, lock. So we had sock, block, rock, flock, talk, lock. So there are six of the ock words. Choose another color. I'm going to choose red, and we're going to do og words. Again, you can pause while you go through and find those og words. Okay, so we have, let's read those words. Og, log, og, hog, og, dog, og, jog, and that was it. Log, hog, dog, jog. 4 og words. All right, choose another color. I'm going to choose purple. 4 op words. Op words. Okay, we have flop, flop, op, hop, op, top, and op, mop. So flop, hop, top, mop. 4 op words. Remember, you can pause to finish up so you don't feel like you have to rush. Okay, choose another color. I'm going to choose yellow. 4 ot words. ought. Okay, circle your ought words. Okay, here we go. Lot, lot, not, not, got, got, ought, rot, ought, hot. So, lot, not, got, rot, hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ought words. All right, last one. And I am just going to go with black for my last ones. Us. Us words. Okay. Us, toss, floss, floss, moss, moss. Moss kind of grows on trees, maybe on the water. It's green. All right, so we had toss, floss, moss. 3 of those os words. So we had ox, ock, og, op, ot, os, all of those short O words. Okay. All right, we're ready for the next page. The next page we're going to do is the story, the fox's story. So get that paper out about foxes. So we're going to read this story. Foxes live in many places. Some foxes live where it is hot. Some live where it is cold. Foxes are like dogs. They have soft fur. A baby fox is called a cub or a pup. In the summer, I had a fox twice in my yard. Well, and next door. And it just sat there. We have an empty yard next to us. So there was just a fox in there. So we're going to use these words to finish this story, or finish these sentences, and they should all be short O words from the story. We should be able to find it right in the story, looking in the story to find the answers. Blank live in many places. What are we going to write? Foxes. I'm going to circle this first sentence. That's where I found the answer. Foxes live in many places. Foxes live in many places. It's right from the story. So it's going to need normally the word fox, we wouldn't have a capital, but because it's the beginning of a sentence, we're going to have a capital F. Foxes. It's in the first sentence of the story. Foxes live in many places. Got it right there. It's so easy. Okay, number 2. Some foxes live where it is blank. Now, it kind of gave 2 different temperatures, but we're going to stick with only one of them has short O, so we're going to stick with that, and it's the exact sentence. Second sentence. So it says, some foxes live where it is blank. Right here, some foxes live where it is hot. That's the word we're going to write. I'm going to circle so that I remember I got it from that second sentence. The reason we're not going to say cold is cold, old. It doesn't have a short O. We have to go with short O. Some foxes live where it is hot. That's what we're going to put on number 2. Hot. H-A-T. Hot. And number 3. Foxes are like blank. Foxes are like, what did it say in the story? Foxes are like, look in the story when you find that sentence. Right here. Foxes are like dogs. It's right there. So we're going to write dogs. D-ogs. Oh, there's where the S sounds like a Z. Dogs. There's the bell. Foxes are like dogs. Check over this because the only thing that should have a capital is this F. Nothing else should have a capital letter. They all should have lowercase letters. Okay, we're ready for the last page. Okay, this one is we are going to make words. Okay. We are going to make ot words, and this didn't copy very well. Trace over. We're making ot words here, and we're making og words here. Okay. What that means is we're making words that end in ot. And we're making 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. They gave us some letters that we can try to put in the front of them. Those. So ot. This is an L. Does that make a word if we put L in front of ot? Think about L, ot. Does that make a word? Yes. Lot. So that's going to be number 1. L, ot, lot. I'm going to cross that out because I used it and it made a real word. We're trying to make real words. Okay, D. If we put D in front of ot, I think we worked on this on that very first paper where we had to draw a line from the word to the picture. It was the last one. D, ot, dot. It does make a word. D, ot, dot. So, I'm going to cross out D. Oh, that arrow gets in the way. It's doing it again. There. Dot. D-ot. Okay. If we put V in front of ot, does it make a word? V-ot. Vot. Vot is not a word, so we're not going to use it. I'm going to X it. That does not make a word. Okay, P in front of it. Does that make a word? P-ot. P-ot. Pot makes a word. P-ot. Pot makes a word. And then the last one, which I know it's probably going to make a word because there's one letter and one blank. But if we put an N, what word does it make? N-ot. Not makes a word. N-O-T. Not. Not makes a word. I'm going to cross that out. Now we're going over to og words. Og words. We're going to do the same thing. L. If we put an L in front of this side, does it make a word? L. Og. Log. Log. L-O-G. Log. Does make a word. I'm going to cross it out. The next one, If we put an M in front of og, 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 mog. Is mog a word? No. I'm going to X it out. If we put a D in front of og, d, og, dog, dog makes a word, D-O-G, dog. Yep, I'm going to put that. If we put an H, og, og, hog. Hog makes a word. And the last one, if we put an F, what is that word? We know it's probably going to be a word because there's nothing. We have one and we have one. Fog. Fog. Like when it's foggy out. It's hard to see. Fog. Okay, now we're going to use one of these words in a sentence. And you can make up your own sentence. I actually am going to use two of the words. And this is a true story. You can make up a sentence. It doesn't have to be true. Okay, I'm going to do a true sentence. I do not have a dog. That is a true sentence. Oh, that wasn't a very good D. That is a true sentence. I do not have a dog. I'm checking for capital. I'm checking for an ending mark, period. This is true. I do not have a dog because I have two cats instead. I do not have a dog. So I used two of our words from here. I used not and I used dog. So I used two, but you only have to use one of these words. Lot, dot, pot, not, log, dog, hog, fog. So short O makes that ah sound. Short O makes the ah sound. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow with more short O things to do. Bye.